It's time to dive into the world of 3D printing. So what we have here today is the Kingroom KLP1 3D printer. This thing right here, I've been already unboxed it for y'all. All we had to do to set this thing up, we had to put some plexiglass on and remove like 4 or 5 screws from inside, which they had labeled out already, which was real easy to find. They had like little arrows pointing to them. And setting this thing up was a breeze. Now with this unit, what we have a 210 millimeter cube area we're able to work with. Now this system right here runs off of a Klipper Mainboard, which no Raspberry Pi is required, which makes this thing real simple and easy to use. And like I said, it can be personalized for your DIY needs. Now, with this unit, it does have an all-metal hot end with ceramic heating core, which means it's going to help melt that whatever filament you're running through this machine to the T on where you want it with less nozzle clogs. Also with this bed, you can actually go in here as you're configuring, and you can actually set your bed mesh where it will actually go through and point by point and help you level and calibrate everything it needs to know, so you can actually get the smoothest print possible wherever your work area is, because it will pick out whatever low spots are in the bed. Now with the combination of the Kepler and the XY axis on this, you're able to get extreme speeds on this. So we're talking 500 millimeter high speed print. So, and you also can do your normal 300 millimeter normal speed. Now with our bed, it does come with this right here. It's a PEI metal platform, and it's meant to help you easily remove your prints on here. Now, with the Kingroom KLP1, you can actually connect it with Wi-Fi, and with running it through Orca Slicer, I'm able to directly input my files onto this, or we can also just use your standard USB and import the G-code that way for this. Now, like I said, I'm fairly new with 3D printers. Actually, I'm so new. This is my first 3D printer, and I'm going to bring y'all along for the journey as we learn how to use this. Now, with this, I'm going to start off easy. I'm going to be using the Benchy file that comes preloaded on this machine. Everyone does it. This is how pretty much everyone tests their image, or how everyone tests to make sure their printer is set up right. Now, going through the manual, it does tell you how to step-by-step on what to do on setting this up to make sure your bed mesh is level. It'll actually, there's also a shaker test on there to help make sure you get the best print possible to start off with. Now, a lot of this has been user error, me not knowing exactly what I'm doing and not fully reading up on everything I should do. I was running into some issues with adhesion onto the pad, and as you see, I kept getting better and better. Well, to come to find out, there was one screw that was loose. I should have actually went through and checked stuff, and that was causing all my issues. And once I finally figured out what that was, I was able to do this. Now this right here took approximately 20 minutes, roughly. It is a little faster than that, but not much. But everything came out great on it. Let's move to some bigger projects. Now with this next file, we're going to get a little more complex with this. Like I said, this is just a file I bought off of Etsy. It looked cool. I am shrinking it down a little bit, because otherwise this file, if I was running to the size they sent to me, was going to take right at 10 hours. And I'm still trying to break in this machine. I don't want to sit there and run a 10-hour job as my first real job on here. So I'm going to shrink it down 70%. So it's going to be roughly 30% of the size it should be, which is still going to take about 2 hours on here. Now, like I said, this is extremely high detail. We'll come over and you can see how everything's laid out. Like I said, I'm still learning how to do all this over here. And like I said, it's slicing everything for me. All I got to do now is click print, and it's going to Wi-Fi right over to the device. And as soon as everything hits its temperatures, it'll be ready to go. And it's good. Now on this next project we got going for y'all, we're going to do this little Charmander planner. Looks pretty cool. Like I said, I like Pokemon Go stuff. Let's give it a run. All right, this right here, I know this is beyond my skill, but I'm going to try just importing this and see if I can make this happen. Now, all these links, they're actually built in together, so as soon as it's done printing, all these joints will actually be able to sit there and move freely of each other. Now, like I said, with me having no experience in anything like this, and just importing a file in and trying to run it through Orca Slice without me knowing how to actually work this program, don't have the highest hopes for it, but never know until you try. Well, y'all, after 3 attempts, I did manage to get the dragon made. And like I said, this is right here. It's all printed as one piece, all flexible. This was actually a real fun and challenge to do. And it got great detail on here. And I'm someone with no experience on this, just playing around. Like I said, it did take me 3 tries, And that's me trying to learn how to use this machine and never doing any 3D printing and trying to do and being able to accomplish a complex job like this really shows you how easy this 3D printer is. Off camera, ended up making this little Eevee. Like I said, it took 3 hours on here. Came out good, nice detail. Is a little bigger than the Charmander, which was 2 hours. But the only little fault on these, nothing really. I'm actually extremely happy with this. Like I said, it did have little stringers running in between there. That's, once I learn this program more and more, I'll be able to fix that. As I'm playing around with this thing even more, I made a little milk crate. This right here, it took about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. It's got a lot of detail, if I can focus in. This right here really put it to the test. Might try a bigger one. I'd like to thank all y'all for tuning in to watch me dive into 3D printing. Like I said, I knew at some point it was going to happen, especially with all the laser stuff and DIY stuff I like to do. And be able to just 3D print cool little things like that. And you can actually start 3D printing tools or even promotional products. So it's going to work hand in hand with Texas Laser Works on as far as my promotional product side of things. Now, I do have an affiliate link below if you're looking into diving into 3D printing and want to pick up the Kingroom KLP1. It does help me out because it costs a lot to get a lot of these machines I have and the material and time. And I want to be able to keep making more and more videos for y'all. So if you decide to buy one, please click that link. Like I said, it helps me out more than you know. And the best way to really help me out is to share this video around, like, subscribe. And I do appreciate all the support. And as always, y'all take it easy.